All right, what we got here? Back with part three, all right? World War III, uh, news and prophecy. The United Nations are in grave alarm by the use of force by the United States against Iran today, Secretary General Antonio Guterres. This is a dangerous escalation in the region on the edge and direct threat to international peace and security. If they wanted peace and security, they would have disarmed Israel. But Israel is against that, and so is America, to disarm them from their nuclear bombs. Hello. If they wanted peace and safety, then disarm them. By the way, stop them from destabilizing, going in and stealing the wealth, land, resources of, what doesn't belong to them. They don't even belong there. So again, isn't it written in the scriptures? St. John 10:10, a house thief cometh but to steal, kill, destroy, rape, rob, commit murder, genocide. Well, that's the Edomites' history. Whether going back to their Greco-Roman empires or since they come back into power during the Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth of the Edomites coming back into power. And this is in the scriptures. In Revelations, the 20th chapter, start at verses 1, 2, and 3, and the Lord is referring to the nation of Edom, these Edomites, the self-proclaimed white man, as the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan. They have many other titles, known as the man of sin, the son of perdition, the wicked, the violent and evil man, Lucifer, Luciferians, which means light bearer. Yeah, they're the light bearers on the left-hand side. So they claim to have the light, right? But in reality, their light is all about darkness. It's about evil. Their blessing was the sword. Genesis 27:40. That's how they would get everything. More clarification, you go to Revelation 6 and 4. And the red horse, right, that you see, Revelation 6 and 4, all right, that they were given the sword, all right, to take peace from the earth, and that everyone should kill one another. Hello? And the word red is code word for Edom, all right? When you go into the definition of Edom, it'll tell you Edom, meaning red. All right, people, all right? So anyway, there are a bunch of others here. Look, Hezbollah, armed group, condemned the strongest terms, the barbaric and treacherous U.S. attacks. All right, the Houthis, aligned group, slammed U.S. attack on Iran as flagrant violation of international laws. Yeah, but what is the United Nations, after World War II, all right, that they created the United Nations. I forget what it was called prior to that. I've done that history and stuff and read it. Well, anyway, they were created to do what? To prevent wars from happening. Oh, wait a minute. To keep peace, right? To be peacemakers, right? To handle everything through diplomacy. Well, America has invaded what? Over 88 countries since 1945. Gone around having its wars, destabilizing nations, murdering, genociding, committing coups. Hello. So, again, what was the UN's purpose? Was to prevent all that, to handle everything through diplomacy. Well, obviously, people, that's just a scam. The United Nations don't work. Now, the rules that they came up with, right, their articles, they're very good. But nothing has been applied. Because if they were going to apply it, then, America would have been ousted from the United Nations as they should be. You understand? And as well as Israel. Because everybody knows the truth. Those are not the people. All right, so they can continue to lie and play their games and whatever, but that's on you people. All right, you people that don't know and you like fantasy and you like people lying to you. Okay. Let me read what Russia says here. Deputy Head President Vladimir Putin's Secretary Medvedev. All right. And several nations would be ready to provide Iran with nuclear weapons. You see that? Not just Russia, but again, China, Pakistan, and North Korea. So they're going to have them, people. They've opened up the floodgates. All right? Anyway, you know what? We're going to end this here, and we'll be right back with part 4 to close out, and I do want to get to some scripture here. All right? We'll be right back.